Have you ever wondered what the single most important vitamin is for your overall health? What if I told you that one simple vitamin could be a biomarker for chronic disease and frailty? That's right, we're talking about vitamin D, a nutrient that the majority of the world is deficient in. In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating science behind vitamin D and reveal the #1 danger you must be aware of. We'll explore the classic and non-classic roles of vitamin D, the shocking statistics on worldwide deficiency, and the crucial steps your body needs to utilize this vital nutrient properly. So buckle up and get ready to have your mind blown by the incredible importance of vitamin D. When most people think of vitamin D, they associate it with strong bones. And it's true. Vitamin D plays a critical role in calcium absorption and bone mineralization. But regulating calcium is just one small part of what vitamin D does in the body. In the last decade, we've uncovered a whole host of non-classic roles for vitamin D that are absolutely essential for optimal health. Vitamin D is crucial for a strong immune system, helping to activate and regulate immune cells to fight off infections and disease. It also controls inflammation in the body. When levels are low, inflammation can run rampant. Vitamin D is even involved in the very process that makes you who you are. It influences cell differentiation, determining whether a cell becomes a bone cell, brain cell, liver cell, you name it. Vitamin D also affects your genes, promoting healthy cell proliferation and DNA stability. Without enough vitamin D, the stage is set for some seriously scary health problems. Low vitamin D is strongly linked to cancer, autoimmune diseases, neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and mental illnesses like depression and schizophrenia. So now that we understand how insanely important vitamin D is, you'd think everyone would be making sure to get enough, right? Wrong. The statistics on vitamin D deficiency are shocking and downright scary. Brace yourself for this one. 40 to 97% of the world's population has vitamin D levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter, which is considered clinically deficient. Even in developed countries that fortify foods with vitamin D, deficiency rates can be as high as 40%. In some regions, like the Middle East, almost the entire population is deficient. Okay, so we know we need to get our vitamin D levels up. But what's the best way to do it? Let's break down the key steps your body needs to utilize this crucial nutrient. Historically, humans got most of their vitamin D from sun exposure. When UV rays hit your skin, it triggers vitamin D synthesis. But there are some major problems with relying on the sun alone these days, including air pollution, clothing, melanin in darker skin tones, and declining synthesis as we age. The hard truth is, getting enough vitamin D from the sun alone just isn't realistic for most people in today's world. That leaves us with two options: diet and supplementation. Unfortunately, very few foods contain significant amounts of vitamin D. Fatty fish, egg yolks, and irradiated mushrooms provide some, but you'd have to eat a ton to meet your daily needs. The only truly rich dietary source is cod liver oil, which isn't exactly palatable for most people. For most people, supplementation is the only practical way to maintain optimal vitamin D levels. But you can't just pop a pill and call it a day. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it needs to be taken with a meal containing fat to be properly absorbed. Studies show that taking your supplement with the largest meal of the day can boost absorption by up to 50%. But the journey doesn't end with absorption. Once vitamin D gets into your bloodstream, it needs to be activated by your liver and kidneys to become the superstar hormone form called calcitriol. And to do its many jobs around the body, vitamin D needs to bind to special receptors. Certain genetic variations, magnesium deficiency, and conditions like leaky gut syndrome can all impair vitamin D metabolism and receptor function. The good news is, you can take steps to optimize every stage of vitamin D usage, including eating your supplement with a big meal that contains healthy fats, getting enough magnesium, and supporting a healthy gut with probiotic foods and supplements. Now for the million-dollar question, What vitamin D level should you actually aim for? While 20 nanograms per milliliter is considered the cutoff for clinical deficiency, it's far from optimal. Studies suggest that levels of at least 30 to 40 nanograms per milliliter are needed for bone health. But some experts argue that 50 to 80 nanograms per milliliter is the true sweet spot for disease prevention. In fact, research shows that levels in the 50, 80 nanograms per milliliter range are associated with lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, and even breast cancer. So if you really want to reap the full benefits of vitamin D, shooting for a level between 50 80 nanograms per milliliter is a smart move. Just keep in mind that more isn't always better. Excessively high levels can be toxic, so it's important to monitor your levels with blood tests and work with a healthcare provider. So, to answer the main question of this video, drumroll please, the number one vitamin D danger you must be aware of is deficiency. As you can see, the risks of low vitamin D levels cannot be overstated. We've already covered how deficiency can lead to bone problems, weakened immunity, chronic inflammation, increased cancer risk, autoimmune disease, neurological disorders, and mental health issues. But the dangers don't stop there. Low vitamin D is also strongly linked to cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of death worldwide. Vitamin D deficiency is also a major risk factor for diabetes, both type 1 and type 2, and shockingly, low vitamin D may even increase your risk of dying from any cause. So what's the takeaway from all this? Vitamin D is absolutely essential for every aspect of health, and deficiency is a major risk factor for some of the most common and deadly diseases of our time. But here's the empowering part. You have the power to optimize your vitamin D levels and protect your health. Start by getting your levels tested. If you're below 50 nanograms per milliliter, consider supplementing with vitamin D3, the most effective form. Experts recommend a daily dose of at least 2,000 IU, or higher if your levels are very low. Just remember to take it with a meal that contains fat for optimal absorption. Make sure you're also getting enough magnesium, either through foods like leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, or a supplement. And don't forget about gut health. Fermented foods and a daily probiotic can work wonders. Finally, make an effort to get sensible sun exposure when possible. Just 10-30 minutes a day, depending on your skin tone, can make a big difference. And if you do spend extended time in the sun, be sure to protect your skin with natural sunscreen or clothing. The bottom line is, vitamin D is not something to be ignored. It's a crucial nutrient that affects every system in the body. And deficiency has serious consequences. But by taking simple steps to optimize your levels, you can unlock a new level of health and vitality. So don't wait. Start prioritizing vitamin D today. Get your levels tested. Start supplementing and make a commitment to protecting your health from the inside out. If you found this video informative and valuable, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Your opinion is very important to us, so please leave a comment below letting us know what you thought of the video and if you have any questions or suggestions for future video topics. And if you want to keep receiving high-quality content about health and well-being, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Your support is essential for the growth of this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.